Coming up in this week's album review podcast.
Começo sa, começo sa, começo sa, começo sa.
We've got to give a big round of applause for our brother from in the friend zone.
I can't believe he did it.
Well done.
I can't believe he did it.
Well done.
There's only two people that have done it now, him and Ron from Kim Possible. Whoa, I need a wee. There's so much it could fill the entire sea. Whoa, I need a wee. There's so much it would fill the entire sea. My dick's as long as a Neil. I'm desperately clinching to my steering wheel. I can't wait to go home and peel my foreskin back. That's enough. I win, but extra wrist points though. Thank you for being in for doing the guitars and stuff. Oh, what you? How many bitches did you get because of that? None. Not at all.
Well, that one has that good element, but then that awful bit, and then this one has this meh bit, and that's kind of meh, but that meh isn't as bad as that meh, but that good isn't as good as that good. Album review.
Life's hard in the ceasefire zone.
Today's album is Paramore. This is why.
Woo! This is why.
So Paramore, they announced that they're coming back with a new album. It's like
after their hiatus.
Is it going to be like After Laughter? Obviously, not as great as their previous stuff, but I found Paramore through After Laughter, loved that album, and then went back and like, oh my god, the old stuff's even better. So then, where's this going to go? After Hayley Williams' album, which was kind of like good quality, but not good listening.
Substance. Sure.
Good listening to. I think one of the good things about this album is it's quite short and compact. There's quite a lot of long albums these days. They just go on longer than needed. Not this album. This album is like, you would almost say you wouldn't want it any longer. It's perfect.
I would have ended it. You wouldn't want it. You wouldn't want it.
And quite a lot of the songs are quite different. While there's an underlying sort of funky vibe, a lot of the songs are quite different. So there's that. But quite, even though I would say that they're different enough to disparate them, they are quite forgettable. And I was trying to understand why that was, because when I would just listen to an individual song, a lot of the time I'd be like, not that bad. Until there would always be like just awful sounds. That's how I would like say is what's wrong with this album. A lot of experimental sounds in the album, which just sound awful, which make you not want to re-listen to it. Like, good quality of sound, good production, but just like, it's like they've gone, let's just strum this guitar with 3 strings broken and we'll put that in. And it just sounds bad. Which makes you don't want to listen, no matter how well it's produced, you don't want to listen to bad music. So it's just...
You don't want... That's the last thing you want to do.
It just got bad elements. It's like a beautiful pizza with pineapple on it.
Here we go again. It's like a cheesecake. It has layers.
Actually, I wouldn't even say it's a beautiful pizza because it's not like it's a really good album and there's a few bad elements. It's like
£2
a box
pizza
standard,
from the shop.
A box standard like tomato, like not even a pizza, like a tomato base bread. Like, you get them garlic breads that they're not a pizza. They're like, but they're not the tube either. It's like an in-between dough.
Got you, yeah.
But you can also get the tomato versions. It's like them where it's kind of just, it's all right. But then you've put a bit of shit on there and it's like, yeah, there's still good bits, but you got to then pick around it. And nobody wants that.
No.
But it equally had this effect of, I then didn't really love any of the songs. There was very few that I fucking hated. So
that weirdly, that's you saying that there wasn't many that I hated, is the highest praise I think this album is about to get throughout this entire album review.
Well, we'll see.
Culture
We'll
and
see.
Mystic Meg, because he's reading minds out here.
This guy.
I would like, because I feel like I struggled to see why I disliked it, which kind of then hampered, like, why I couldn't just give it, like, fucking dog shit.
Mm.
Because the underlying sort of quality was still good, but just I didn't like or remember many of the songs. Even if it was catchy, it was, like, catchy for being annoying rather than catchy for being good.
Like, what's that song? Is it the Come C'est Ça song?
Sorry?
Funny you
Come
say
C'est
that,
Ça.
because that's my least favourite,
Yeah.
because of how
Annoying
repetitive
it
was.
is.
Yes.
At first, I was like, oh, this is all right. And I was like, this is annoying. Stop
Yes.
listening to it.
Upon the first listen, I thought that one was the standout one.
Yeah, me too.
But then I realised, no, it's the worst. And you know
Nice.
what rhymes with... Oh, no, I've put that in the wrong... Oh, no. No. Hang on. I've realised I've put my things in the wrong order. 1 second. Just fill for me.
Allow
Fill in
him
the silence, fill
to
in the
be.
silence, fill in the silence,
not doing
fill
that
in the
again.
silence,
Yeah.
fill in the silence. It's got to be a thing.
No, it isn't a thing.
So, yeah. I feel like that might always be my least favourite because of the annoying repetitiveness. But the others kind of were just all over, and it was almost a pure random pick. So it's kind of like, well, that one has that good element, but then that awful bit. And then this one has this meh bit, and that's kind of meh, but that meh isn't as bad as that meh, but that good isn't as good as that good. It's just upsetting. Like, they've gone super, like, experimentally, but not even, like, a cool sound. It's like they've just gone experimentally without ever listening back to the sound they've made. There's like, that's different, and different is always good. And that's how this album feels. Even though I think it kind of hurts this, that it's almost... They've gone experimental, but there's an underlying feel the same, but that then makes it where it kind of just drags the awfulness across. Third favourite, Crave.
Oh, new Crave.
It was all right. Second favourite, Figure Eight. Again, it was all right. Like, it was so difficult to pick between them. You First is my favourite.
Right, I'll go, thank you.
And that one genuinely was my favourite because it had a bit of a change up, and I actually liked that song.
No!
Okay, Aidan disagrees hard.
I don't know. I can't remember what I rated any of the things.
But
yes, yes.
but,
upon reflection, yes.
So yeah, just overall, we all want them to go back to their old style, but this was more sort of a mix of what Hayley did before with a bit more experimentally Paramore sounds, and it kind of was just then meshed of
just a wanky
like
poo-poo.
Please, like I think we're just too old. I think it's like the same with Panic at the Disco now. Like they've got older.
Oh no,
and
we're not old.
We're old.
It's like we're not old, but we've got older, and they don't. These bands don't make that kind of music what we like them for.
Yeah.
So they're making something different, and it either doesn't pay off, or they find a new audience, or their diehard fans love it.
I think what you were saying earlier about like it being a mix of like Paramore and Hayley Williams' stuff, that kind of grinded on me because Hayley Williams went and did her own thing, right, to experiment and do her own thing. Fine. Don't bring it into Paramore.
Yes,
it doesn't need to be like do your own thing. Fine, people listen to it. I won't, but people listen to it. You know, leave that to you. Leave that separate. You know, but let's not mix this thing.
I feel like it's been one of those things of Hayley Williams went because she wanted to do her own different stuff. That was like, oh, it's too different from Paramore, so I don't want to put it under the Paramore name. I'll do my own stuff. And then it's almost as if the other band members have gone, well, we can kind of blend that in. If you come back and we do it as a band.
Yeah.
Hayley, we'll allow you to ruin our music if you come back into the band.
Just another prime example of brilliant previous bands whose music we loved that just don't make that anymore.
You've got to keep up with the times, haven't you?
But the thing is, she doesn't even like sing as well as she used to.
Oh no,
like
no, not even close.
Like,
not
she
even
used to
close.
Fucking belt these things out, and like there's so much power in her voice. She had none of that.
There's a lot more monotone, like
Just like speaking.
Like,
like park lifing all over the place.
Like, she's such a talented singer. Like, so fucking talented. And this album showed none of that talent.
Maybe she's just done a Mika and she's just fucked it now. And if she keeps singing like that,
I think some songs had some belts in it. I would disagree with that. I think Crave she belts
it. We got
it.
a wet legger.
I think Crave is the only song that we get a little snippet of that old.
There's that one tiny bit as well in This Is Why in like the final chorus.
Yeah.
Where she just starts rambling.
Oh, they're little snippets. They're not.
Oh yeah, like you don't get a whole song of it anymore.
No.
Like I paid for it. I paid for a full meal, and all I'm getting is a tiny slice of cheesecake.
Biscuity at the bottom. Too much
shit
cream
in the middle. Tuna on top.
So Aidan.
Cheesecake. Yeah, what? Is it me?
It's you.
Oh fuck. Okay, hang on. Flashbang inbound. Oh, the joke never
Point
dies.
is, I really need a wee. I'm sorry. You can talk. I'll be back. I'm sorry. I've timed this really badly. Just go for it. Just do your thing.
Just
go for it.
I'll be back. Yeah, cool.
We don't need Will's opinion anyway.
He's not talked yet anyway, so it's invalid. Well, it's invalid.
I'm just gonna do my review.
Yeah, do your review.
It's fine.
Should I? I feel like that's unfair.
No, he literally told you to do your review.
He didn't. He said to talk.
What Will wanted to really do is absolute glow on his backdrop there. Look at all that.
It's nice, to be fair.
Like that's why he wanted everyone to see it.
Just take a good look, viewers. What do you see there?
If you look closely, his bank PIN number right there.
If you look even closer, you see somebody that's been allowed to do that.
If you look even closer, there's a promo code for a free copy of Red Dead Redemption 2.
Is there? Oh shit! Hold on.
Did you hear that apparently making Red Dead 3?
Are they?
That would be sick.
Yeah, apparently there was some like patent that went out. Well,
I don't.
Not patent.
Should we do a Red Dead thing right now? Denver, you be Dutch. Joe, you be Arthur, and I'll be John.
Okay. Wait, who am I?
You're Arthur.
I'm Arthur. Oh, damn it, Micah. Wait, is anyone Micah?
Will's Micah. Will could be Micah.
Micah, source or loss?
What the fuck's happening?
That's hentai, Micah!
Sauce her loss. I got some good hentai right here. That's good hentai, Arthur. I got hentai too. Micah, that's a dick! Put that in. It's alright, don't worry. It's a very weird... Bill! That's a child, Bill!
You know what we do to pick it apart, Bill?
What has happened?
Me and Joe, like 2 weeks ago, we were sat on Joe's playing COD, and I was just fucking... I got recommended like the worst video we've ever watched. It was so shit, and yeah, it's just funny. It's an
There's like
reference.
20 of them. Anyway, it's a reference.
It's a reference that nobody gets. It's just a me and Joe inside joke. Wait, just cut this.
I'm sorry. I was so confused.
By the way, that was so quick, Will.
Yeah, what the fuck? You good?
What did you do? Did you just piss on the landing and then come back?
I needed to go.
Pressure.
It wasn't that
pressure.
quick.
Just pressure wash pissed the bowl.
Did you even wash your hands?
Yeah.
No. Will's like, yeah, of course I did, mate.
You just look better, don't you?
I thought you meant to use the piss to wash him. I thought it was a prime opportunity.
Just scrub it into the beard.
I'm efficient. I'll do both at the same time.
When you're pissing into the bowl and you're like pissing off shit stains, and then you just got to like wash your hands a little bit while they're in there, you know? Like, there we go.
That's it.
Like that. Off you go.
Pissing off
because
shit
the hair dryers in bathrooms never. Have you not ever done that? Have you had the shit stuck to the bowl and you piss it off like a fire?
Oh, you do, yeah. Can you imagine like your face needs a wash? You're just in the bowl pissing, and you're like trying to throw all the piss in your face.
Oh yeah, that's good. Just lost viewers.
That's disgusting.
Right, shit, we ready?
Yeah, go on, Will.
It's me, you cunt.
Go on, Aidan.
I don't know why you didn't just do the review. I'm confused.
We just got sidetracked.
Oh, okay. Fill in the silence.
I've got to say, this is barely a step up from Wet Leg's last album.
Oh.
Which is what I said to myself before I remembered that this is the same band that was my favourite concert ever. My favourite live concert ever.
Damn.
Like, what the fuck happened? What an absolute stinker.
What happened?
I am so disappointed that I'm going to tear off my Bring Me the Horizon tattoo. Like, I always thought that was so stupid and cringe, like, when people said that. But I get it now. I really do.
I like Bring Me's new stuff.
No, it just makes me think that the songs were originally written by someone else, because surely this can't be the same person that gave us all those songs so long ago.
Yeah.
I think the best thing about probably seeing them is just hoping they perform their old songs.
Like, maybe like one or two, but even still, I don't know. It's got like a very indie style, like, while somehow sounding like it's straight out of the 90s, a lot of it.
Early garage band.
Yeah, like it's
hey,
weird.
I found this tambourine. And
like, hey, Hayley Williams. Sorry, no, go on. You were joking about a tambourine, please.
No, I was just gonna say.
I want to hear the tambourine
joke. Up that reverb to 1,000. And just we'll use that, and then crop it down to just half a second of it.
Joe just cringed because it was like 3 grammatical errors in music knowledge right there. Look at that. Look at him go. Hayley Williams went from After Pasta to Petals for Iguana, and it's just been downhill from there. It's just been such a stinker.
Yeah.
I swear I can barely hear Hayley over the instruments anymore, and she barely ever goes for it. So I guess it's, that's not such a bad thing.
Yeah, I think it's less the volume and more like how monotone she is.
Exactly.
How she blends, like
any energy is basically gone. Like,
yeah.
add to that the fact that sometimes it actually just sounds bad. Like,
it reminds
me of them like artsy games that like literally don't mean anything. Like, every song for me was a nothing song. I feel like I could write it. That's how bad it is.
But you feel it feels a bit pretentious. Like the album feels a bit pretentious. Like the classic art student who thinks they know everything about indie music and like they love Catfish and the Bottlemen.
You mean like Wet Leg fans?
Like Wet Leg, yeah.
There's way too many bad sounds that aren't even like, I don't know, it's not even like the song is then built around that bad sound. It's kind of just randomly, like on one verse, let's use this noise.
And then it's just like, what, an air horn?
Yeah, and it's like...
Imagine if there was an air horn in like Brick by Boring Brick. And the world started blowing down. Feet on the ground.
But then I imagine, right, fair enough if you then stick with that at like every verse. And you're kind of like,
I just thought, my mum and dad brought me something back because they recently went to Mallorca. I got this thing. You're supposed to put water in it and it's supposed to make bird sounds, right? But we'll use this as an example. So, Joe, you're going to start singing a random Hayley Williams song and I'll add the instrument whenever it's ready. Someone just give us a back in. Yeah, just any. Just ramble, Joe. Like your Hayley Williams.
Começo sa. Começo sa. Começo sa. Começo sa.
What the fuck? Why is that what they've brought back?
I don't know.
Holidays.
They like the, to be fair, one of my favourite presents I ever got from them, which it might sound depressing, but it's true, is they bought me this tiny little wooden frog. And it had a little stick in its mouth. You took the stick out and you rubbed it across its back, and it made a frog noise. It was like, really...
Dude, we had those all the time in school.
Yeah, they were cool.
They were sick.
And they bought me one of those. Anyway,
I love kalimbas.
I've got a kalimba.
I've got a kalimba too.
Cool. I want a kalimba. Hello,
yeah,
curbside.
If only Hayley Williams used kalimbas. Oh, that's cute. They used Pikachu emotes.
I know. How did you get there? Hello, curbside gaming.
I hope you don't like Paramore, because this is rough for you. Because when Bob Ross was speaking about happy accidents, this is not what he had in mind. Paramore, please, para less.
Para a little bit less.
The worst song for me could have literally basically been any of them, but I had to put This Is Why there, because it lets you know what's coming. And also, it was the first single from this album that they brought out from their hiatus. And I was like, man, this is wank. I hope they've got a good song on the album. And they didn't. But this should have let them know that it was worth aborting the entire album.
Typically, like when an artist brings out the single, like what their opinion of the best songs on the album are usually the singles. So when that comes out, it kind of sets the standard for what the rest of the album is going to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, thanks for mansplaining that to me, Joe. Thank you. I didn't know what singles were until you said.
I'm not mansplaining it.
Did you know when singles come out, usually they're handpicked by the band to be the better song?
I wasn't trying to be like, oh, this is only knowledge I know.
You may not know this.
But like,
this is a bit of inside music knowledge for you.
As a sound engineer, I should tell you this.
I've been in the music industry for 4 months, and I know this.
That's why, for me, the top 3 songs are always the singles. Because I know which the best songs are.
Did you know?
That's good logic.
Third favourite was Crave, because they're my favourite little small chocolatey boys.
Craves are fucking awful.
Sorry, I'll say that again without them singing over it, please, this time. Craves, they're like the tiny little pillow boy. Motherfucker. Second favourite was Big Man, Little Dignity, because Dignity sounds like dick. Ending is kind of ass, and all in all, by no means the worst song, but not a good song. It is a song. But number 1 was apparently You First. It's probably the closest to their old stuff, but once again, not really a good song. Overall, this is basically me cutting ties with modern Paramore. First the album Petals for Armour, and now this. Way too much reggae for me to handle.
Thank you, Aidan.
Damn, there's such negativity. Well,
yeah, it's my favourite thing to happen at Christmas, to be fair. I like the negativity. You know, when the little baby Jesus is in the thing, and Mary and Joseph. And
that's the nativity.
Oh, right. Sorry. But what about...
negativity is a different one.
What's that then?
Nativity?
Just your album review.
Oh, okay.
Are we talking about...
Sorry. I wish we could undo that because I've got a bit now.
Go on, no, do the bit. We'll just crop it in post.
Negativity.
Yeah.
That's the other end of the magnet.
Can we kick him or like?
that's the red end of the magnet.
That's the fucking biggest dad joke I've ever heard.
And if you get 2 of them, the negativity just pushes them away.
That's so true, CubeSide Gaming. El Paramore. I know, I'm sorry. I used to love Paramore. I used to love them so much. What happened?
Well,
you know who might know what happened?
Will, when he rates this album a 6 for it being the most vile, disgusting arse wank of an album that's ever come out.
Do you think, though, a lot of that is weighed in from your previous love of them, rather than like a neutral?
I fully stated that I was very disappointed, kind of thing. But even if I think I went into a neutral kind of thing, I don't know. I think it just is worse. It just is worse than the majority. If they could do it better 10 years ago, what happened? Where did it go wrong? I lost a friend.
The thing is with Will, right, is that...
Oh no!
I didn't say anything yet.
Welcome to therapy.
I've realised, I always forget, because we always realise this, and then I always forget how biased Will is, just based on anything, right?
So, hang on, I haven't said anything. Where is this coming from?
This is when, because you always get that little reminder every couple of months that Will's biased as fuck. And I had that reminder literally the other day when Bring Me the Horizon brought out a new song, and it was him just doing demonic screams throughout the entire track. And I was like, Will's surely going to hate this. And he listened to it, and he was like, this is amazing. Bring Me the Horizon could do nothing wrong in my eyes. I was like, oh yeah. Will was
Post
very
Malone's 21 Carat Toothache is another great example of that. What's a mediocre album?
I loved fucking Kingslayer and all that. Like, I don't know why. I love Bring Me.
I'm different.
He sounds better than most Scream artists, in my opinion.
just sounds the same.
Misery Business.
It's not
is
biased. They're
good.
not my favourite band ever. I just like them a lot.
Did you utter the words, "Bring Me the Horizon can't do a lot wrong in my eyes"?
Yeah. I don't like all this stuff.
That is biasm. Right? Is that a word?
Definitely that. Like,
Hey, yo.
Well, you are biasm.
Biasm.
Hey, yo.
Mate, just casting a gay little spell. Biasm. Oh no!
It is Pride Month.
So it's
what like one of the Harry Potter characters do it? Can you do it like that?
Flickery Doc, you like sucking cock. It's cute. I don't know. Like, oh, someone just yelling.
Are you definitely on your microphone, Joe? By the way, you sound a bit weird.
I said that earlier.
Aidan said that earlier. I definitely am on my microphone.
Okay.
I think it's where like Joe changed one of the settings to be able to play guitar through the mic, and I think that it picks up a lot of ambient sound now.
Does that sound any better? Because I checked.
Oh god, no! It sounds way worse, Joe. Oh, it's unbearable,
okay.
Joe.
Oh, it's
I can't
awful.
hear anything.
There's
Joe,
noises. So much noise.
Will, just quick, say your review so we don't have to listen to Joe anymore.
Well, just speed through it and just really skimp off all the parts where you start sucking its ass for no reason.
Don't listen to Aidan. Have your own completely neutral perspective.
Will's had about 3 neutral perspectives in his entire life because he's the sheep to the trends.
Yes, man.
I've been slated and I still haven't said anything.
Well, I'm waiting for it. Come on, give it.
I think this album, I'm so scared now. I've been slated before even saying anything. That I feel like I can't say anything.
Thanks, Will. I've just filled it in for you.
I think this album isn't that bad. Okay, it's right. Okay, I think you have to separate it from their old stuff. I know it's hard. Their old stuff is so fucking good, so much better than this, but I do think this isn't as terrible as you're making out. And I do feel like you are very much like comparing it to how good they can be, which is fair enough because their older stuff is way better, but I don't think that discredits, like, don't get me wrong, it's not great, but like it's not fucking awful. Some of the songs could actually be on some of their old albums, I would say. Like, it's not that different.
No.
Crave
You
could have
lost me.
right. Crave could so easily have been on the last album.
That's definitely their closest song to the old stuff.
The one that you said, Aidan, that was your favourite. You first, very much could have. I also think Figure 8 was quite close to being like one of their oldest songs. There was only a few that I would say have changed that. The last album obviously changed quite a lot from like their really pop punk era. It went slightly more this way. And then obviously she did her album, which was shit. But this is a lot better than that. Which is why I agree when you say like it feels like a mix of kind of like both. But obviously they have got a new band member now, haven't they, or something? So maybe that's had influence as well.
Yeah, what if we ruined the song, Haley?
But I really don't think they're that bad. I feel like there's quite...
Haley, what if you didn't sing and just mumbled the entire time? That'd be great, Haley. Do that, Haley.
But I also feel like if they had just done a very similar type album, you would just say, yeah, it's just like their old stuff and it's kind of just sounds samey.
That's what I want,
yeah,
There's enough good examples of modern takes on the oldest.
Nothing's
hit as hard though, and I feel like if
you remember After Laughter though, was it better or worse than After Laughter?
What, this?
Yeah,
this definitely worse.
This is worse. Yes.
Yeah,
so
I 100%
would
agree.
You agree that it went?
No, I still really liked After Laughter.
No, you wouldn't.
Because I don't think it's gone like that. I just think they've tried to experiment with something different.
But Haley already did that. She did Petals for Iguanas.
Yeah,
and it was terrible.
But all bands kind of
and
change.
Then she brought it back and she was like, good job, guys. After we made an album that had 3 separate CDs, even though it was only about 9 songs long, now it's time to go in for the home run, the kill. We're going to make our old music? Fuck no, we're going to keep doing shit. Let's go. Someone get the horn.
They get older.
They just want
They're not interested in making songs about bitches at school.
They don't even play Misery Business on tour anymore, do they?
No, they do. They started playing it again.
They started playing it again. Right, I
mind what it
100%
sounds
agree.
like.
But I think if they'd just done something, then they'd be too samey, like a lot of bands are, and it would get
You
a bit
can't
boring.
uprate something for saying that it is not samey anymore.
I know, I'm not
You
uprating
cannot
it for
do
that reason. I'm just saying that, like, it's not as bad sounding to me, at least, as what, like, you guys have said. Like, I thought stuff was quite catchy.
In fairness, I listen to it in my car, so it's a negative 5.
Oh, there you go. It's bad speakers again.
Normally, I'd say that's a great take. Like, I'd be like, right, like bands
What
changing.
a hot take.
Oh, like a great take. Bands need to change. Bands need to evolve. Add something new. Do different shit. Great. But in this case, all I want is more of the old stuff. That's all I want.
I'm kind of wondering how this is going.
Anything would be better than this.
Do the fans like the new stuff?
I don't think anything would be better. There's been worse albums.
There has been worse albums.
This is what I mean. I feel like it's not that bad. Like
I can think of maybe like 2 off the top of my head worse albums. North Lane Alien and the Motionless in White album.
There is no way you think it's that bad.
Wet Leg.
There is no way you think it's that bad.
For me, it's actually on par with Wet Leg.
But this is what I mean when I think you're just judging that off of comparing to like the old stuff. Because if you had never heard their stuff and this was out, you would not think it was that bad. I can guarantee.
You're right. I wouldn't listen to it.
The only thing that differentiates this album to the Wet Leg album is that the Wet Leg album is kind of satire, and they know their shit.
It must be satire.
But you seem to think this is pretentious. So
I feel like they think this is good. It's not.
Do we know the general consensus? Like, what are people rating this? Can you have a look at that, please?
Paramore.
I don't know.
Go on, keep going, Will.
I just don't think it's that bad. Like, I don't think it's anywhere near as good as their old stuff. But I would say all their old stuff is 10s. Like, so it's almost like it would have to be so good to be at that level again. And like, I don't think it's great. Like, I don't love any of the songs, but I don't think that like they're awful or hard to listen to. There's some weird sounds. I definitely agree with that. There's some really weirdly placed stuff, but like, and weird intros. Like the start to "This Is Why" is so strange, but then the song itself, don't hate. Like, it kind of gets catchy. It's weird. Like, I hated it at first, but it kind of grew on me. But I don't love it.
So
again. Sorry, Joe, you say what people thought.
It's okay. A quick Google. 97% of Google users love this album.
I was going to say, I was just reading a few reviews, and it seems like the general consensus is it's pretty
amazing.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, it pains me to say that Denver must be right. We're just fucking old. We're just old, and Will's clinging onto all that fucking childhood nature.
The lowest critic score I've seen of it so far is a 7 out of 10.
Motherfucker, I am going on Google right now. I'm gonna start slating.
Maybe we're just wrong.
We're just old or wrong. I would say probably a bit of both. I don't mind pretending that I'm like senile, just like an old fart.
Well,
I mean, my dementia has only made me stronger.
God,
my dementia has only made me stronger. My dementia has only made me stronger. My dementia has only made me stronger.
When all your Google searches are
made me stronger.
And you said that.
What?
You said that already.
What did I say?
His dementia is only making me stronger.
Dementia is making me stronger.
Oh, no, yeah, honestly, my dementia is making me stronger. My dementia is making me stronger.
Please stop, this is horrible.
I'm not going to do that. That's actually not even funny to joke about. That's really bad.
We've said worse. We've said worse.
Said a lot worse.
A lot worse. So no, don't get me wrong. I'm not like kissing its ass or anything. I don't think it's great, but I just don't think it's like that bad. I would listen to it. There's some songs. I don't hate anything. That's the thing. Some are quite annoying. I agree with "Say Come Sad," but weirdly kind of catchy and sticks in your head. But I don't know if that's for a good reason.
It's a really bad way. Yeah.
But I just don't think it ever sounds that bad, and I kind of appreciate them trying something different, even if it's not what I would want them to release. But like, if they're probably sick of making those kind of old songs, which is why they're making. He's got me a prick. What is wrong with it? Is this just my opinion?
It was how quiet and subtle it was that got me.
Just whispered, "I'm a prick" into the mic.
You see, you going, I really appreciate them trying new music because I can understand. I'm like, I'm
Music be hard.
No, but like they obviously don't just want to keep making the same kind of shit.
No, God, no. Why would they do that? Then they'd continue to be successful.
I was going
They're
to say,
still
why would they want to
successful.
continue their
Which,
successful?
again, from Wet Leg fans, they've crossed over the gap.
Look, there's
Yeah,
nothing.
apparently, Joe, was it you that told me, or was it Denver, that Wet Leg are like headlining some fucking festival?
it was
So-
me.
Isle of Wight
Yeah.
Festival, isn't it?
They're that, and I think they're semi-headlining Leeds. I think.
Bro.
All I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong
Yeah,
trying
very
something different, even if I wouldn't have chose to do that myself.
What the fuck? I wouldn't try heroin.
I hope they go back with the next album to something a bit more
I
like
think
their
that's
old
it.
stuff.
I don't think they're ever making an album.
They're
again.
not coming back. They're
I think
not.
that's it. I think they're done.
What, you think Paramore are done?
They're still
I
young.
can't see it. I can't see it. I think they're just gonna. They nearly finished already. I'd be surprised if they went past again. I think this is like a last hurrah. Maybe I'm
It's either
feeling it
this
wrong.
or maybe one extra album and then that's it. But I doubt that it's ever going to go back to what they did. They're going to stay at this, or at the very least, jump
I
a little
don't
bit further
think-
back to After Laughter.
I don't think the album has a consistent enough theme. Like it feels like, hey, here's like 10 songs we made. There you go. Right? It feels like we've come back together, we've made 10 songs, see what you think. It's not oh well, we've been working together on a few different things and we've sort of, like some albums have like a theme or an underlying thing. I feel like this album just didn't have that at all. Like to me, it feels like we got back together for a reunion to make this album. Enjoy. Like I can't.
Good luck.
I didn't get the feeling that they're gonna make more. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but isn't she married to the guitarist now?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so.
Pretty sure
She's married to the Muffin Man.
she's married to the
Muffin
guitar.
Man?
Muffin Man!
She's boyfriends with the guitarist, and then
Really?
the drummer
They're finally
is
together.
is new.
Finally, Devin's been shipping it for years.
I've been betting on that
The
one for
drawings of
years.
I seem-
Haley and the guitarist.
I seem
kissing.
to remember seeing it. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I think they're going to keep making stuff. She's still very well known.
Oh,
Or
you're
she'll-
right. I
I
didn't realize they were actually together now.
To be
Yeah,
honest,
that's
I hope to
crazy.
God they don't. I hope they just stop.
I don't know.
That's mad.
I'd prefer them to go
There's-
back to some of their older type ways.
There's
but, like,
no
He's definitely been
redemption.
waiting for that for a while, hasn't he?
yeah, he's definitely been
Unbelievable.
waiting that for a while.
Nice
He's been in the
guys.
friend
So when they
zone.
nearly,
Nice
when
guys
they nearly,
finish.
yeah, when they nearly broke up back in like 2018, he was like, "I'll make songs with you, Haley," because then they came back as just a two-piece, didn't they?
We've got to give a
Okay.
big round of applause for our brother from in the friend zone.
I can't believe he did it.
Well
I
done.
can't believe he did it.
Well done.
There's only two people that have done it now: him and Ron from Kim Possible.
Oh, shit.
What a callback. Fucking hell.
That's fucking brilliant.
Okay, so I just think, it's not that bad. Some of the songs are quite catchy, some are a bit meh, but I don't think it's ever that bad. We've listened to so much fucking worse than this. It's just hard not to compare it to their old stuff. I think when you look at it on its own, it's not that bad. Worst for me was Thick Skull. Just because it's kind of the last song on the album and it's kind of just incredibly boring. Like, I don't...
And
and
Will feels threatened by anyone else that also has a thick skull.
Exactly. Don't like it. But
Big head gang, rise up.
Big head.
Big head.
Little dignity.
I just thought it was kind of, man, she doesn't really go for it in that song. I prefer it when she does.
Damn, Joe, nice bits.
But that's
God,
that.
I wish I could smell through the screen right
That's
now.
awful. Third for me is Running Out of
Go
Time.
for it.
I thought it's quite catchy. I thought it's quite like their old stuff. Just kind of goes for it a little bit in that one. It's just the chorus is just super catchy, and I like it a lot. Second is actually This Is Why. Despite it being so weird,
This
it's
is why
probably the most
I don't
catchy
feed my mouth.
song. And it's punchy, and it keeps you going. and there's parts of it I don't like, but like, you don't think it's
What was your third favourite? Sorry.
Running Out of Time. And second was This Is Why.
Me when I'm cooking, am I right, guys? Me when I'm cooking my bolognese and I run out of my favourite herb, thyme. Am I right, fellas?
Time.
Me when I'm a sous chef working
Sorry,
in a restaurant and I've run out of my favourite herb, thyme.
I had a brain fart and I forgot to spell skull. So as you were saying everything else, I'm like, how the fuck do I spell skull?
It's okay. Joe's clearly very interested right now.
Guys, me when I eat, my favourite
You
herb.
can't do
thyme.
that until you've got the hat.
Yeah, wear a hat.
Now you have no idea I'm looking
That's
at
a
my
vape.
phone.
And first for me was Crave, because I fucking love how she sings in the chorus. And that's what I thought. I thought like the songs were quite catchy, quite often, and sometimes I quite like the weird effects they do. Other times I didn't like it.
Yeah.
But it was kind of cool to hear something a bit different.
Cool. Joe, you've got 20 seconds to do your review. Go.
Why? The Summer Game Fest.
I just don't think it's that bad. But that's it. I'm sorry, don't hate me. It's okay, but it's not great.
Will's definitely rating this like a 4.5 or a 5.
Oh shit! Are we calling that low?
I'm calling that low.
No. Sorry. Are we calling that high?
Well,
Well, this, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. Will's gonna rate it.
That'd be higher than that.
What, you're gonna rate it higher than that?
Yeah.
What a bell end.
The more I think about it, the more.
I've told you the other Paramore albums were a 10, and this isn't like awful.
I don't think you rated any of them a 10.
But like they're up there. They're like either 9.5 or 10.
What a call out.
It's true. I don't think you did.
Times changed.
They're a 10, even though I gave them 7s at the time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so the more I think about it, the more I'm just getting really sad about it. Like, it's just shit.
I feel like the darker your video gets as well. It's like it's representing.
I've got my lights on as well. It's just nowhere near as good as their old stuff. I just want new Paramore and like to get excited about new Paramore. But now every time I hear Paramore, I didn't even like the Hard Times album. Like
After Laughter.
I didn't even like that, and I just don't get excited about hearing Paramore anymore. So what happened to Paramore? All that shit. Yeah. Listening to it with my dad. He was like, because I showed him the old stuff and the new stuff, and he went, she went from a lioness to a squealing cat. That's what and Dad actually, my dad actually loved the old stuff. It was like, fucking hell, she's good, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I was like,
that surprises me.
Few belters.
It was like I can look past the rock music because she's got such a good voice. Type of things. My dad obviously doesn't like rock music. Also doesn't like sad songs, I've learned. Like try to show a few
deep.
It
like tries to crack in and expose him. He's like, no, fuck you.
A lot of Elvis songs are sad, so
that was my point. But then my mum and my partner both went, no, they're not. No. I was like, yeah, there's definitely some sad songs there.
Most of his songs are sad.
That's what I said, but apparently not.
Elvis's songs are covers.
Most of them, yeah. Most of them are covers or have been written for him, type of thing.
I'm assuming have we all seen the video of where people did the AI voice swap and they made him sing like Dragon Force and shit like that?
Yes, I have seen that.
It's fucking funny.
It's really cool.
So every song is actually a cover of something that Elvis did back in the 50s, 60s.
It's got to be. But yeah, I mean, again, it's one of those things where I didn't really like any.
Fired. Oh my god! It smells horrible in here.
Is it rancid?
Oh my god! It smells so bad. Have you shot yourself? What are you doing?
But what I would like to do is something you've all heard before, and I want you to compare the "I Need a Wee" song to this.
Don't do me like this.
I would now like to rendition.
Joe, don't do this to yourself.
Please,
Joe.
Song.
Oh my god!
Please,
I need a wee. Whoa! I need a wee. There's so much it could fill the entire sea. Whoa, I need a wee. There's so much it would fill the entire sea. My dick's as long as a Neil. I'm desperately clinching to my steering wheel. I can't wait to go home and peel my foreskin back.
And that's enough.
I wish my bladder
No,
would
that's-
cut me
thank
some
you,
slack.
Joe.
Now you've listened to that and compare it to this album.
This album is a fucking 10.
Oh no!
Holy shit.
I feel like I could imagine Hayley Williams singing that, to be honest.
No.
Sorry, singing that.
Singing that.
What she does now isn't singing, it's mumbling.
Coming out on Spotify soon, by the way, if anyone's interested.
They're not.
But I mean, like, yeah.
Deaf people are out there taking away their other senses after reading the subtitles.
I feel like there was only one. Oh my god! I feel like there was only one good song on this album. And to be honest, the first time I listened to this, I was like, this is not too bad. I thought this was going to be terrible. And then I listened to it again. And the more I listened to it, the more it was just... it was one of those things where I was like, I don't hate the sounds. This album's just annoying me. Like, I hate everything.
Whoa. Wow. Like
So,
what, Joe? What
um,
parts in particular do you hate?
the instruments,
Okay.
the vocal melodies,
Mm-hmm.
the sound of the vocals,
Yep.
the instruments,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
the
instruments
sound
again.
of the instruments.
Yeah.
Some good elements.
Like?
I can't think of any. So yeah, my least favourite song was C'est Comme Ça. Liked it on my first listen. The more I listened, the more I hated it with a passion. And it started to feel like a song that you would hear in primary school. Like, hey guys, we're gonna make you sing this song on stage.
You're going to sit in a circle and
This one.
sing "See Comme Ça," and then they're all just like clapping, and one kid's like dribbling, and like some
It
kids got
sounded
the
like that
fucking
type of song.
some kids got the fucking bird whistle. Fucking
Literally.
You were the
Shit.
kid with the bird whistle.
Um,
no, they gave me the good instruments because I was talented. Will,
a karimba.
what were you doing?
What, the
Fucking
triangle?
cleaning yourself up after shitting yourself in the toilets. I've done it again, teach.
I was always
Best
lead
instruments
singer,
were
actually.
always the
Thank you.
djembe.
Lead singer, were you in primary school?
I was.
Didn't we all do an Ed Sheeran song at one point in school?
That was secondary school, yeah.
Was it?
Man, that's fucking funny. That was when Carter got detention for saying that thing that I can't repeat on Twitch. Good times though.
I can't remember.
So
But I
that Will
remember,
sings like a certain
I-
type of individual that's missing a chromosome.
I remember practicing that song with you guys for fucking like weeks on end, and it was still shit when we performed it in front of the whole class.
Yeah, shocking how like back then we didn't really understand anything about like tone or like tonal range or vocals or performing. Just anything. And the fact that the teacher was just such a horrible woman didn't really help anything, did it? Because like you never wanted to learn music in secondary school
no,
because she was just fucking evil.
made it miserable.
She did. Like, I'm so amazed that at 17 I picked up a guitar because you would have thought that she'd basically just scare music out of you.
Almost crippled my music passion completely.
She was terrifying.
She's not a nice
Absolutely
woman.
terrifying.
It's kind of mad.
Torpedo.
I hope she's not watching this.
I hope she is.
Fuck you.
If you're watching,
Fuck you.
fuck you.
Oh my god, that is so. Oh god. Okay.
She deserves it.
Damn.
I'm going to hit her with the old adage. Catch me outside. How about that?
Well, extra risk
about
points though.
Thank you.
For being in for doing the guitars and stuff.
Oh, what you? How many bitches
yeah.
did you get because of that?
None. Not at all.
Okay.
You'd think, because I remember I took up playing guitar because I loved Drake and Josh. and I wanted to be like Drake.
Motherfucker wanted
And
to
I
be
remember-
Drake, turned out to be
And I-
Josh.
And I
Oh,
remember,
God.
I was that obsessed. Well, I turned up to the hairdressers and I just showed him a picture of Drake from Drake and Josh, and I was like, "That
You're like-
please make me
you were
look
like
like that."
10
But I was 10 and like 20 stone. Turn me into Drake,
Please. They just give you the picture back like, we're not a miracle worker, lad.
So I literally had like a bowl cut as well, then like bowl cut at the time as well, didn't it? Something like that. But anyway, my third favorite song was "This Is Why." There were so many contenders for the worst song, by the way, that I couldn't choose. Just wanted to throw that out there, but "This Is Why" was all right. I mean, it wasn't great.
Yeah.
In a very specific mood, I can listen to this song, but I have to be in a very specific mood to listen to it. Next song, "The News."
Oh my god, you're just picking the singles.
No.
Is it the singles?
News.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Well,
the
I'm
news was
curious,
single.
are you going to pick the other single for your favourite?
My
Is that the
favorite
one
song.
that goes on about war on the other side of the planet?
Yeah.
God, that
My
song
favourite
is so
song.
shit.
Was "Crave."
No, that's not a single.
No,
Because
craves.
It was the only decent song on the album, and it like showed very good snippets of a like old singing style and melodies that she can actually write nicely. And the instruments also sounded good. It had a really nice, like, calm tone that I really actually liked compared to all of the other stuff that had that sort of same tone or vibe. Still some shit elements in it, but like definitely for me the standout song. That's my album review. Ratings. Ratings.
3.5.
2.
2.5.
You skipped.
You skipped. You fucked it. You fucked the system.
You
Oh,
fucked it.
no! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! Start again. Rewind.
You know
We
the
can cut
rules,
it.
Joe.
We can cut
Goodbye,
it.
Joe.
Complete exhaustion.
Goodbye.
Fuck you. You're leaving album review. I'm sorry.
Bye bye.
Aidan. Not no will.
What? Oh no, he's fucked it again.
No, it's fine. I still said it in order.
I'm
Just
sabotaging it.
No, he's changed the cameras.
I don't have the camera.
Your picture's just an old man eating an ice cream. That's gonna come up on the thing.
Go on, what was yours, Denver?
3.5.
Just for Joe's interruption, I'm going to drop it down to a 1.5.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. It's a 2.
That's 5.5.
3.5. That's fucking mad, Will.
I told you it's
It
not
scores
that bad.
14.5. Is it a
Damn.
thumbs up or thumbs down from Josephine?
Oh, it couldn't be any further down. Like I can't even because my thumb just
Would
gravity
you say it's
takes
a
it.
thumbs
Like,
thumbs down then? Yeah.
gravity's taking it.
You're saying
You
it.
know?
It is the worst rated album since The Chords presenting The Chords.
Whoa. What did it score?
14.5.
See, that feels almost unfair to the Chords, because at least the Chords had 2 good songs on the album.
Life could be a dream.
Life
Trouble.
could be dream.
That wasn't Joe's favourite.
Like good
Life
be
could be dream.
Talking of Joe's favourite, what's Joe's next pick?
Above. My next pick is. Can't remember the name of the album.
It's really long.
Filling the silence. Filling the silence. My next album is.
Filling the silence.
Louis Capaldi, Broken by Desire to be Heavenly Sent.
Louis Capaldi.
An album that I've been waiting to pick for only a couple of weeks. It's only been out, but I hope that we dragged this one out, so that I could pick this. I was excited to pick this.
Is it the Apple Music edition or the
Just the Spotify one's fine, mate.
Bro, why are you even asking that question, man?
What do you mean?
It's brought out like 3 different versions, though.
Yeah, why does it have so many versions?
No, can't make that joke.
Just,
I'll tell you that joke after the stream.
just the normal
Right,
version.
I don't have the normal option. But how many songs are there?
You're not
Is this
Spotify
because you
anymore.
have Apple again?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
You just gotta make things difficult, don't
There's
you?
12 songs.
12 songs, that's fine. That's
What's
fine.
the
I
last
have
song
2
on yours?
orchestral songs, so that makes sense.
It's How I'm Feeling Now is the end.
Yeah, that's cool. Perfect. What a pick.
Lovely.
Any closing thoughts, Joe?
Yeah. Did you know that oral sex used to be illegal in Canada?